What's up guys, it's Andrea, and today's video I thought I would talk about a very big topic, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to it or are in need of it because it's back to school season, and I've been getting a lot of stuff in my ass on Tumblr about back to school advice. And lucky for you, I went to school for like 14 years and I'm still going to school. So I feel like I have a lot of experience under my belt. And if you were wondering, yes, I'm filming in my bathroom again because this is where I have lighting and nobody is there to distract me or talk to me. And I am wearing a sweater in my video again. And I promise I don't always wear sweaters because it is 115 degrees every day in Arizona. So I don't wear a sweater all the time. This was probably the worst decision to make, was to wear a sweater because this bathroom is so hot. But besides that, here are some tips and some advice on going back to school. Go to bed early or at least a decent time. A lot of the way that you participate in school or pay attention, if you're tired, you're obviously not going to be paying attention to what the teacher's saying, thinking about how you're tired and how you don't want to be there because you'd rather be sleeping. There's going to be times and there's going to be days when you don't want to get up or get out of bed, let alone go to school. People don't get enough credit for just simply getting out of bed each morning. For a lot of people, that's the hardest part of their day. My best advice on that is to just try your best at getting up and going to school. If you can't go to school, fine. That's okay. Just as long as you're able to get up and get out of bed, find something to distract you or do something positive that's going to make you happier than going to school. As long as you're doing something in that sort, it's okay. Ask questions, and there is no such thing as a dumb question. Somebody else could be thinking the exact same thing and wondering the exact same thing, but is too afraid to ask. If other kids in your class or other students think you're dumb, then so what? It's you that has to graduate and it's you that needs the degree. It doesn't matter what other kids are thinking or what other kids feel that it's a dumb question, because you're not living their life. Who cares if they don't want to graduate? But if that's your goal, then ask the questions that'll get you there. There's a lot of benefits to expanding your knowledge and expanding what you know about things. Just get educated as much as you can and soak it all up because it will benefit you eventually. Have a crush on that cute guy in your bio class? Let him know. What's the worst that could happen? He doesn't like you back? Okay, brush it off and keep slaying like you were before. I know a lot of people tell you this, but keep your circle small. It's okay to have a bunch of friends and know everybody because you're in different clubs or committees and sports. The biggest thing I learned was keeping my circle small definitely helped me out. Most of the time, almost all of the time, when you graduate high school or you just move schools or go to a different grade, you will not have the same friends that you have when you go to the next grade or graduate. You might have the same couple of friends. You won't be friends with all 86 of the people that were in your 3 classes. You don't have to have your entire life figured out right now. I think the hardest part about school and about teachers and parents is that you feel like they're pushing it down your throat. That, oh, by the time you graduate, you have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life, even though you're only 17 or 18 years old. I know I struggled with that. All through high school, I had so many hobbies and I liked so many different things. One person was telling me to do this and the next person was telling me to do that, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And that was something I struggled with so bad. Every time I thought I knew what I wanted to do, I always knew deep down inside I was gonna hate it and I was just settling. And so when I graduated high school, I took a semester of college, and I literally failed my classes. I dropped out of most of them. I failed them. I've never felt so low in my life because I felt like so many people were counting on me and so many people were like, oh, you're gonna be successful and you're gonna do this. I knew I was gonna be successful. Because when you have a passion for something and you really love it, you're gonna be successful in it. I just didn't really know what that was yet, what I wanted to do yet. It took a lot for me to finally figure it out. It didn't come to me. I was surrounded by so many different people and so many different signs that I guess it did kind of come to me, but not me thinking of it myself. It was just things kind of started adding up, and it was just different signs and opportunities. And so then I just kind of realized I finally figured it out. I finally know what I want to do with my life. And once you figure that out, It is the most relieving thing ever. And a lot of parents don't get it. A lot of college students don't get it. A lot of teachers don't get it. It's hard continuing something if you don't know if that's really what you want to do. So after I dropped out of college after the first semester, I took about almost 2 years off. And that was probably the best decision I've ever made. Not saying that, oh, everybody needs to take time off of college. That was just me personally, because I was still struggling with what I really wanted to do. If you have your whole life planned out when you're in high school, good for you. You already have the upper hand. You already can start your life. If you don't, I promise it's not the end of the world, and it's okay to not know where you want to be yet. A lot of people, by that time, you're only 14 to 18 years old in high school. You don't even know how to balance a checkbook, how to buy a house, how to pay bills. They don't teach you that kind of stuff in high school. So why they're trying to tell you you have to have your whole life figured out in those 4 short years, when high school is the smallest, and I mean the smallest part of your life. I feel like teachers and parents and stuff shouldn't be like that. Just take your time and go at your own pace, because at the end of the day, you are living for you. And I know it's hard, and you want to make your parents proud, and your teachers proud, and your counselors proud. Whoever you're talking to that is trying to help you get through high school or figure out what you want to do, I know you want to make them proud. You have to understand that it's your life, and when they're all gone and you're stuck with a job, or you're stuck in a position that you didn't want to end up being because you were doing it because other people were telling you, and they're not there anymore, why did you do it? Do what makes you happy and what is in your best interest, and you'll be successful no matter what. And take a deep breath. Just step back and look how far you've come, how many years you were able to get through it. Always be proud and celebrate those small successes, even if you just got out of bed and walked downstairs, called out of school, called out of work, and laid on the couch watching Netflix. Be proud of yourself that you even got out of bed that morning. And it is going to be hard. I'm not going to lie to you about that. I'm not going to say that, oh, high school is the easiest thing, or school in general was the easiest thing I've been through. It's going to be hard. That's the benefit to it all. It's hard at the moment, but once you get through it, you can look back and say, I did it. I did another year. I did another week. I did another month. You can say you did it, and nobody else can take that from you. So celebrate those small victories and be proud of them. If you or anybody you know is having a really hard time getting through school or getting up and going to school, just know that you are not alone. And I know a lot of people say that, but genuinely deep down inside, you are not alone. You have me. Reach out to me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you need to talk to me. I'm always here to just listen, because I know what it's like to feel like you don't have anybody that understands you, or you feel like when you talk to people you're a burden, or you're looking for sympathy. That's not it. Just always know that I'll always be somebody to listen to, and I'll never judge, and I'll never think of you differently or feel differently about you, because I've always needed that. I know I grew up around a really great support system and a lot of great family, but I always still felt kind of alone, because I thought I was the only one dealing with what I was dealing with. But I want you to know that you're not, and you can always confide in me, and you can always trust me. So don't ever be afraid to talk to me about anything, especially going back to school and how you're feeling, and because I've been through it, so I know exactly what you're talking about. But like I said, you're more than welcome to reach out to me through any kind of social media. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it helped you out in some way or another. If not, share it with somebody else, and hopefully it'll help them. If you know somebody that's going through this, is getting ready to go to school and has the same feelings as these, go ahead and show them this video. Take what you want from this video and share it with them. As long as somebody takes something from this, I'll be happy. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, and wake up. Tomorrow's a new day. Wash your face, eat great breakfast, or eat cereal, eat a donut. I don't care. I want a donut every morning when I wake up. Smile and do what you love. That is what I'm doing now, and I've never been more happy. And thank you again for all of the continuous love and support that you guys give me. It's unreal. But I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.